Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to play Coca-Cola Polar Rollers game. Let's get to it.
Hi everyone.
Make sure you like and subscribe for more, and also check out my gaming channel, Markis P Gaming, for video game Let's Play content. This is Coca-Cola's twist on the dice roll and risk taking game, where you can either stop and score any time or keep rolling and risk losing it all, except that the dice are in the shape of polar bears. This game also comes with its own whiteboard and marker for you to keep score. You can always use a pen and paper to keep score if you don't have room on this whiteboard or if the marker runs dry. So to set up the game, place all 13 tiles on their red sides face up on the board as shown. Each tile also has a blue side called the nighttime side. I'll get to that in just a little bit later. The youngest player goes first. The turn order is not specified in the manual, so we're going to go clockwise for this game. Give the youngest player the polar rollers to start the game. Your goal is to score points by claiming tiles that match your dice rolls. On your turn, choose any one tile on the board and you flip it to its nighttime side. As you can see, tiles that are on their nighttime side are worth more points. The only time a tile on its nighttime side is flipped back to its red side is when a player scores that tile. Now you're ready to rock and roll, if you know what I'm saying. Take the polar rollers and roll them like you would dice. I'm going to make a fixed roll and go with this and this. If both polar bears land on their sides, then you could take one of the tiles over here. In this way, because both polar bears are on their blank sides, I can take one of these two tiles and claim it and put it next to me over here. If one of the polar bears does not land on its side, or in this case lands on one of these four positions over here, then you can claim one of those matching tiles. If both polar bears do not land on their sides, then it's possible for you to claim two tiles over here if they are available. When you claim tiles from your rolls, you haven't scored any points yet. You may keep going and roll again for more tiles so that you can score more points. Or you can stop at any time. If you decide to stop, add the numbers on the tiles that you have scored for that turn. That will be your score. Add the score to the whiteboard to keep track. Then return all tiles back to the board. If any tiles that you have scored in this way were on their nighttime side, flip them back to red before placing them back on the board. Then it's the next player's turn. I'm going to do a couple more fixed rolls and go with this roll next. So this roll matches this tile, so I'll claim it, and I've decided to go again. And I got this roll again. But wait, nothing matches. If you are unable to claim a tile because your roll does not match any of them, then you have frozen out. You score no points for that turn and your turn is over. Take any tiles that you have claimed for that turn and return them to the play area. If any tiles that you have to return in this way are on their nighttime side, do not flip them on their red side. This is so that the player on the next turn has the opportunity to score more points. When a player scores 100 points or more, then all the other players have one last turn to score points. Then after that, the game is over. The player with the most points wins the game. I'm going to run a quick sample game to clarify things. So it is player 1's turn, and I'm going to go for this tile for player 1 and flip that over. Alright, let's see what happens. So for this roll, I can claim this tile, and let's keep rolling. And this is, oh, it's on its back, so I can claim this tile for that roll. And I decide that player 1's turn is now done. They're going to stop rolling and score this for points. A 10 and a 1, that makes 11 points. And remember, this is a nighttime tile and it was claimed for points, so it gets returned back to the board or the play area on its red side. So player 1 now has 11 points. It's now player 2's turn. And player 2 will flip this tile. There we go. Alright, let's roll away. So player 2 got this one. And player 2 decides to keep going. And once you know it, player 2 has bust because there's no other matches for this. So player 2 has frozen out. They have to return their tile to the board or the play area, and player 2 has scored 0 points. It's now back to player 1's turn. Now you get the gist of things on how this game works. And that is how you play Coca-Cola Polar Rollers game. Do you know what these remind me of? Zelda Link's Awakening, where in a few rooms in certain dungeons you have to toss these horse heads right side up to advance. If you played the game before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care.